And here's another episode of What the is this?
We're talking about how I invested my life savings in crypto.
Oh, this one is gonna be interesting. Investing your whole life savings into crypto by far is the most riskiest thing to do. I mean, investing all your money into anything, whether it's gambling, putting it on a stock, that's horrible. So, let's see where this goes.
So I was working this job for like 6 to 7 months, and like I was just stacking up bread. I stacked up a certain amount of bread so I can get my car, and then the rest of the money I was saving, right? And I invest in the markets. I have like some financial literacy, I would say.
Well, my man, if you have some financial literacy, you will know the first thing you will want to do is definitely don't use all your money into an investment that is really risky. Now, listen, it's very tempting because people have seen crypto just blow up. So it's very tempting to take all your money, put it in there and see what happens. But if you have some financial literacy, you will know you don't take a risk with your savings, okay? With your savings and money you have saved for any particular reason. In this case, it wasn't for a car. I think he said he had money just saving aside. Most likely that be your emergency fund in case you have any type of issues later on where you need to cover it. But to take that money, to risk your money and put it in the market is not a good thing. So yes, he might have some financial literacy, but I don't know how good his financial literacy is.
And I started to think about how the US dollar is going down. The US dollar, if you don't know, is going downhill.
Nah, I'm assuming he's talking about inflation. My man, it's not going downhill. You gotta be careful with your words. It's a lot of hyperbole when he's discussing what he's going through now. I mean, yes, the dollar is getting slightly weaker, but not to a point where it's going downhill, where it has like almost no value. The dollar still holds strong, extremely strong. So to say it's going downhill, it's not going downhill.
And I started to think, why am I saving my money that I'm working these crazy ass hours for? Why am I saving that money in a currency that is going downhill? So my money is depreciating over time.
And yes, that is true. If you are holding on to cash and you're doing no investing, then yes, inflation is going to eat it. But that's the reason why you put this within the market. You put in the S&P 500 or ETF or index fund, something out there that will get you a return. A low risk, low cost ETF is really all you need to do. But no, it seems like this man went for the jugular. He went for one of the most riskiest assets, which is crypto. That's not a smart move in my opinion.
And when I really started to understand that and think about that, it became an option for me to, in my mind, to put all of my money in Bitcoin or some type of cryptocurrency or some type of stock or some type of asset that is going to generate me income over a longer period of time.
Once again, they didn't need to do crypto. There's other ways, there's other things you could do that's a whole lot safer with your money. You don't need to put your money into crypto, and especially after you work so hard to save up that money, to just take it and to just risk it all. It's not a smart move. And listen, I'm not anti-crypto. I'm all for crypto. But I do have a strategy and I do have a reasoning when it comes to crypto. Okay? At least have that be 2% of your portfolio. Not 100%. I'm not anti. You could try it, you know what I'm saying? And just see what happens within the crypto world. Right now, so many people are making so much money off it. It's booming, especially when Trump came in. It seems like, Bitcoin is going to be the new wave of the future and it's going to continue and it's going to be stable. But to take your whole portion of your money and put it in there, there's no financial book that will tell you. It is no one out there will tell you take 100% of your money and put it in crypto. Now, the couple $1,000s he's talking about, I mean, if you would have done that like in 2010 or whatnot, when crypto was just forming and you just take a few grand, put it to the side, see what happens and you continue on your journey, then that's great. You probably right now be a multi-millionaire. But right now we understand what crypto is. We understand how it's moving, and to think you could just dump all your money into it is really risky. I mean, it's basically like going to a casino and it's just gambling your money. It really is just like that, and that's the unfortunate thing. So many people right now are struggling and they see crypto as like a way out, but my man, come on, don't risk it like that, because if you're thinking you're making the situation better, it could be worse.
Oh yeah, that was my thought process, right? And I basically just started saving all my money in crypto. At that time, I had about 2.5K in crypto. All of it was just, that was all my savings. I had no savings account. And I had the rest. I had like another 1,000 or so in stocks. And I had another 1,000 or so just I'm holding on to just to pay for my bills and my expenses and stuff.
So yeah, it looks like he just has no mercy saving. He just put everything in, and it seems like he's saying he's using his saving account, sort of, pretty much the crypto. Meaning as soon as he gets money, he's putting into crypto, so he's not saving anything. He has no emergency fund. Man, I do not like that. What do you guys think? I think that is extremely risky. Now, I know, trust me, I know some people are really bullish when it comes to crypto. But man, starting out the way he is, it's not a good idea. At least have a cushion. At least have some money on the high yield savings account. At least that to cover your expenses. Because he's saying he has his money for his expenses, but what about if he gets into some type of emergency and something happens and crypto is going down? What's he gonna do? Sell some coins in order to survive?
Put 2K in crypto about 6-7 months ago, saving all my money there. And everybody was telling me it's not a wise decision. You probably shouldn't do that. It's probably not the wisest financial decision. But, you know, I said, fuck that, bro. Because look at where the average person is in their life. I don't want that for my life. I don't want to rely fully on these on just paychecks and like slaving my hours for time and all this, dude. I don't want that. I'm up like 3-4x from my initial return. About 8 to 10K.
Now that's cool. That's cool that he is making a good return. 8 to 10K out of putting 2,000 in, that's great. But he needs to remember, that is not the money he has right now. That's just the value of his coin, right? The value of his coins that he purchased is 8 to 10,000. And if he's gonna let it ride, right, because he didn't want to work paycheck to paycheck, you're gonna need a whole lot more than that. You see, that is unfortunately like this whole, I get it too, man, because people are really tired of living paycheck to paycheck, you trying to find a solution. But $8,000 to $10,000, right, is not gonna change your life. You're gonna need to continue this strategy for a long period of times, which means you're gonna need to continue to work to get more income, to put money within the crypto, and hoping and praying that it's gonna continue going up and you're gonna make so much money and you're gonna hit it big. But this whole thinking paycheck to paycheck is gonna get removed, that's not the case. It's not the case. That is all about the principles before you invest. It's all about saving a little, right? Keeping your expenses down and investing. That whole cycle until eventually one day, whether you decide to become an entrepreneur or whatever it is, you start increasing your income, putting more money into crypto or more money into investing. In his case, crypto, go for it. Or more money into investments while you're saving at the same time. Now what you're doing here is you're creating financial freedom, right? You're creating financial freedom because you're now pulling yourself away from having to rely so much on a paycheck. But you're not gonna hit a home run the first time you start batting up. It's not the way it works. It takes time and patience. And that's what I'm afraid of. If he is not gonna remain patient, he could put himself in even a worse situation.
Bro, you gotta take the risk, bro. Like, if I didn't put that 2K, let's say I lost that 2K. Fuck it, bro. It's $2,000 when I'm 21 years old. Bro, I could get a job any day and slave my ass off for another 2K.
You see, that's the funny thing. He's making $2,000 seem like it's nothing. Like, it's no big deal. But if the $2,000 wasn't a big deal, then what makes you think that $2,000 would be life-changing if you invested in crypto? Right? And I understand you want to take a risk. I get it. But remember, there's two sides of this risk, okay? Number one, you can make it. That's cool. I mean, $2,000 is not going to make you a multi-millionaire in Bitcoin. You probably have to, that ship has sailed a long time ago. You probably need to put a little bit more money than that. But say if you do lose that money, you're like, okay, well, fine. I'll go back and I'll stay some hours and make $2,000 more. The whole point of your video was you're not happy about working that paycheck to paycheck. Right? You want to remove yourself from it. And there is a way to remove it. But you need to practice patience. You need to practice patience and invest on smart assets. Smart. You could put a few bucks into crypto. But if you really want to get out of the whole paycheck to paycheck, you need to put way more money into investing and make a system, right? Put a system in place where you save, invest, make income, repeat until you build up so much, then you're winning. But if you, like I said, once again, if you put all your money in crypto, you're taking a big risk. And not just that, you're taking the risk of having to go back to work and you're gonna be miserable because you're gonna feel like you lost all that money. putting $2,000 in an investment, you cannot expect it to just blow up. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take time and patience. And I mean, good luck to you, man. I really do hope that things work out for you. But I certainly want you to understand, and I want you to understand this. Please pay attention to this. Be patient. Be patient. Don't continue to swing for home runs. Just be patient. Get those base hits, right? Get those, currently, I heard in S&P 500 this year, they made 27% return. Get those hits, right? Get a job. If you are working a job right now that has a 401k match, get that match, right? If it's 50 cents to $1, that's a 50% return. If it's dollar for dollar, that's 100% return. Take those things while you're trying to build on the side and try to get the hell out of corporate America. But just don't continue to just slave your hours and then throw it into an asset and see what happens. That's like if you work in a casino in Vegas and you put your whole paycheck on the roulette table and you're hoping that one day it's gonna hit. Shouldn't do that. It's not wise. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Catch you guys in my next video. Peace.